So this week I thought I'd try to do something a little different and try to see if I could somehow record while drawing. There's this storyboard thing I gotta do. I never really had time to work on it lately. Other assignments and chores to work on. But then a thought occurred to me. What if instead of just limiting it to what I'm drawing right now, what if instead I show stuff that I've drawn over the years? Now if you look here, you see like a bunch of stuff that I've been drawing for like graphic design and illustration classes, like logos, and a rare case like a comic book cover. But I'd say my teen years is where I was like drawing much more by comparison. I had to pick up pace a little. Now, I draw all kinds of things back then. There was like fire and ice kingdoms, like forests and jungles and treetop villages, some weird planet stuff, savannas, weird, distorted, surreal looking worlds and whatever. I was drawing all kinds of things back in my teen years. I think like far back as 2007, some of these drawings I made. Some I even redrew, like this desert kingdom here. There's even some stuff that was unfinished, but what you can do. I think there's like an underground half. Yeah, that. And even some random buildings and whatnot I worked on the side. Especially like how that one turned out. Especially detailed. And then there was, of course, like stuff like crates and magic orbs, or like a bag with the developer's name on it because they designed weird clothes and I thought it was cool looking. Or like this VR controller full immersion thing that I came up with a classmate back in middle school. I haven't talked to him in forever. I really enjoyed just drawing stuff back then. Probably one of the only things I miss about my teen years. Just had a lot more time to draw. Just look at some of the stuff here. You could actually like use this in like some kind of story or something. I even got into like designing weapons and devices and whatnot, and that's when things really started to get crazy. I was drawing all kinds of things, from the whole control scheme concept to like various weapon designs, all kinds of sci-fi type stuff. Like, I was thinking of smartphones like months before smartphones even came out, ironically enough. I was drawing like hover cars and sci-fi type guns that shoot lasers and such. I was thinking like, how do you improve gloves, or how do you make hoverboards? How do you improve like glasses or special kind of wrist-mounted computers or storage devices that like turn things into data? All kinds of stuff. I was kind of going nuts. And there's so much I've drawn over the years. It was like a magnet train thing. I think that's actually a thing. Like I saw like an article on it or something. I was just combining like all kinds of stuff, really. Like multiple iterations on like the same weapon designs. It was crazy. Most of this I never even shown to most people, oddly enough. And it was like the Windblade redesign. Yeah, it was kind of just really inspired by stuff like Ratchet and Clank and I think Sonic Riders stuff, sci-fi things. Even here with the Versagear, it like turns into several things at once. It's like fueled by your magic energy or crystals, and you could like have it be a sword or a whip or a shield boomerang thing or whatever, all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. Honestly, I always kind of considered drawing like people to be my weakness, but I kind of got over it over time, I guess. I tried designing creatures and people. And some of these older drawings came out rather well despite like lack of experience. So some came out better than others, I'd say. Got an arm there, still not bugged about that. But then we have like stuff like these floating orbs that have like their own gravity, or like Sky Island type stuff, which really stuck to me. Like I really like the concept of a land in the sky. There's like castles or cities or like just clouds you could walk on, or like even tried expanding to like making a whole game, and I had like a map planned out and everything. It's like vehicles and whatnot that I even had as well. eventually I kind of just decided like make like whole hover ships, like airships, like you see in like Final Fantasy or something, but like with a more sci-fi type tint to it. So it's like less propellers, more anti-gravity devices on the underside. And I had like whole schematics and everything, like a whole floor plan for the thing. Like all the floors would be stored where. It was crazy. And that brings me to Ether Overdrive, which is the current name I have for an original IP that I've been planning. And in order to work on it more, I've kind of been incorporating my class assignments into furthering the development of the concept. So here you have like stuff about Gateway City, like stuff like the meteor that kind of kickstarts the plot, and like various locations. And I think the layout was inspired by beat 'em ups, and I had like this whole stat system set up for the characters that would work across both a gameplay type of thing as well as like a narrative type of thing for like a power system or something. It was like a whole thing I planned out long term. And that kind of goes back full circle into the graphic design stuff that I've been doing, because that's how I've been trying to think about how to redesign the logo, make a shorter version of it instead of having like the whole title there, have like for the artwork and such. And I guess that's pretty much like all the things I've been working on in terms of drawing skills. So of course, while I would like to make a comic of sorts, I don't really see that happening in terms of like a profitable sort of venture. So it has to be like for its own sake, because the comic industry is sort of dying right now. And here you can see my progress on the storyboard assignment so far. I'm used to just drawing by hand. I'm not really used to the whole digital thing. It's like I'm still trying to get a good grasp on it, but you know, like I've been drawing with paper for so many years. I'm just so used to it, you know. Kind of digital art kind of takes some practice, especially when you're using a mouse instead of an actual like pencil or pen. That said, this video's gone on for too long, so I'll just leave it at that.